Are you drawn to any specific areas of the world? And if so, why?
Yes, I am. I think it was John Wesley that said, "The whole world is my parish." And I really relate to that concept. I don't equate myself to him. But everywhere I go, I seem to get a burden. I feel God's calling me to that country, that village, so forth. And I know that can't possibly be true. But I think that is indicative of a missionary spirit, wanting to take the gospel to everybody and exclude none. But there are some places I'm drawn to. The first place I ever went when we started our ministry was Thailand, primarily what's called the Golden Triangle, where Thailand, Burma, and Laos come together. A lot of tribal groups living there. I love it. I think it's a very strategic place. I've spent a good number of years of my life in Honduras, and I love Honduras. And even though the topography, the geography, the food, the culture, and so forth is virtually identical with Nicaragua, right next door, still there's just something about Honduras that just rings my bell. I love that place. India is another one. I believe that there are strategic places on the earth that we need to concentrate on because of their value and the power they have in fulfilling the Great Commission. To me, India is one of those. I think if we can convert India, India will convert the rest of the world. In Southeast Asia, I believe Cambodia is the most strategic spot. It is the only Buddhist nation in the world that shows a high degree and ease of conversion from Buddhism to Christianity. All the others reject it. They're not opposed to it, they don't hate it, they just don't want Christianity. But if you can win Cambodia, and it is being won, then they understand that Buddhist culture and they can take the gospel to those other Buddhist lands. Obviously in West Africa, you have countries like Ghana that are strategic to be able to reach into other nations because of their, I don't want to use this word, but their superiority or seeming superiority historically over the other nations in that area. Most all of the slaves, probably 80-90% of all slaves that were brought out of Africa passed through Ghana on their way to the coast. And the king of Ghana was paid a tribute for each slave that was being sold. So Ghana has historically had a power position. Then in the east you have places like Kenya. In the south, of course, South Africa. In Central America, for me, it's Honduras. From there, we can it's right in the middle of Central America, so we can easily reach other places. For South America, you have places like Brazil and Peru. So there are strategic places, and those are the ones that I'm most inclined to put my time and efforts into funding to evangelize them and train their preachers to reach their own people.